basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Sucker if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on him. More action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Jaguars.
Now it's Gurley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way. and it's much more successful as well.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he is all the way up past the 25. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. Room here to run. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Jaguars nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win.
He loses the football, but it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. He'll return it from the 6. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Brissett. Fighting Hilton on the slant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll move the chains. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 5 now. Brissett. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have the Colts 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the
Being strong up the middle is imperative. I don't care what your sport, but in football, when you've got a D tackle who can contribute not only to occupying bodies, but also making plays on the ball carrier, that's when you have the cornerstone of a solid run defense.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give the Colts 13 yards.
this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Taylor is the ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Brissett. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Brought down at the 13.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Taylor. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Colts 14. Jaguars nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
A conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And 6 at the 19-yard line.
First down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he got position on him and he pulls it in. 23 yards, the final tally. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Jacksonville.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they?
This is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. Brissett on 1st down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. To try again after the sack. Brissett caught left side by Hilton. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
36 yards.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. The give to Taylor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is Chenault on the receiving end. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their play.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 71 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They run the option on 2nd down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They'll try and run it. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports.
Jaguars.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Gun now on 3rd down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down, Brissett. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a carry from Mack. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the counter, it's Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. That's going to be caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Again, it'll be Taylor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Mack. And he'll get blown up behind scrimmage, back at the 6. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
For the field goal, a 23-yard attempt.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And they will take a knee here.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Indianapolis, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they will hit the road next.